Hey guys, Brunco here. Yesterday I was at Grant Cardone's virtual session on Blab about elevator pitches. So you know what an elevator pitch is, right? So you have 20 seconds to sell what the hell you do and why should people care. Now, since I was pitching to this sales master, someone that I consider to be my mentor, I actually blew it completely in a bad way, of course. So here's the three lessons that I've learned by failing miserably at my own elevator pitch. So the first mistake that I did was trying to condense as much information as I could in those 20 seconds. So basically, the end result was a mess. Okay, so I've made that classic mistake where you think that for your audience to understand why should they care about you, you have to tell them everything, and that's a mistake because they will end up being confused and not understanding what the hell you're doing. You're also showing uncertainty and lack of confidence in what you're selling, because if you have to introduce so many words and promises and hooks and everything, your message just feels like a mess. Okay, it's not super clear why should people care about you. So I had this template, right? I had this perfect, I thought that it was perfect, right? Template to do this elevator pitch. The elevator pitch template was I help, and then I added who I could help the most. Okay, who I can help the most. That was my audience. And second thing is solve their most painful problem. Third thing was without something that they wanted to avoid. Okay, and finally, even if something that they are skeptical about. So usually my pitch is something like, hey, I help young graduates stop their job hunting struggles immediately without having to send tons of resumes, and even if they think that they have tried it all. Okay, that's it. Simple pitch. What I tried to do yesterday was, instead of having one hook for what the hell I'm doing, okay, I added three. So three things that they would not have to do on the without section, and three things that I added to the even if section. Okay, so that's no surprise that Grant thought that it was kind of confusing. Okay, the first mistake was that, okay, including a lot of information, a lot of content under 20 seconds. Second mistake was not being prepared. So I didn't rehearse this, I didn't train my pitch. So instead of delivering my usual pitch, I just, added things that I don't usually say before the event. And then when the event happened, I was not prepared. I was nervous because I didn't know my material as I should, and it shows. It shows in your voice, in your posture, and someone as proficient as and as professional as Grant, he will notice. Okay. The third mistake that I did was not directly address Grant's most painful problem or Grant's most desired goal. So my pitch was about me helping young graduates. But Grant is not a young graduate, even though his audience is about young hustlers, right? So if I did my pitch right, Grant could have noticed that, hey, this guy might have something useful for my audience, right? But I could have had more success if I immediately addressed Grant's most painful problem or most desired goal, or both at the same time. Something like, hey, Grant, are you interested in expanding your online business? Because it's something that he is really obsessed about, expansion. So I already know that he's interested, but still I'm qualifying him. and I'm making him progressively agree on this. So hey Grant, are you interested in expanding your online business? He will say yes. Okay, great. Now, if I show you a way for you to expand your online business beyond the reach that you currently have, would you be interested? Okay? Because what I'm capable of doing is to follow up with your potential audience, with your potential customers in a way that doesn't feel like it's pushy, it doesn't feel like it's aggressive, but hey, you will be constantly following them up around the web, and they will be constantly being exposed to your message. Thus, you will be okay. This is actually a lousy pitch, but anyway, the point is, if I immediately addressed his most painful problem, most desired goal, the outcome of yesterday's meeting or session would have been different. And you see, as I was improvising the pitch, this stuff doesn't work by improvising unless you do this stuff all the time and you become so proficient at it, you become so, such a master at it that it just flows naturally. But if you're not doing this kind of stuff every day, if this is not your usual habitat, you have to get your training on. And that's why I'm investing all the time and money that I have in training, get myself trained, get my sales skills up, get my presentation skills up. And that's it. So guys, I hope that this video is helpful for you guys. And let me add just one more thing. The good thing is that when you fail at something and you see the mistakes and you notice the mistakes that you've done and you noticed how you could perform better, that's good. Okay? Because you still have room for improvement and you see how you will do that improvement. So that's great. That's why I'm not depressed. So guys, thanks for watching. Follow me here. Spread this video around the web if you find it to be helpful, and I'll see you soon.